And I'm back. Yo, what's good, y'all? What it's looking like? How y'all doing today on this wonderful morning? This wonderful Monday. Well, it's not even morning. This wonderful Monday afternoon, I shall say. I'm doing some studying and some other stuff as I work on some content here, so I can give you guys some more content. I'm actually dropping a video like right now too on the channel, so if y'all not subscribed, subscribe. Got a video, it's 9 minutes loading, and I'm studying for a few things. Add that mainly. That's the main thing I'm studying for. But then, as y'all know, I'm in school too, so I'm studying for just classes in general. And yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm studying for, so that life can be the way I need it to be. Y'all know? The World Explorer. What's up? I'm actually about to be back exploring the world in a minute too. Starting maybe tomorrow. If all things go right. What was the title of this video? So I gotta make it match. Oh, it's right here. Close that. How to shift. Get that. It's gonna be a long title. Shift from this doesn't look good at all. Let's close that up right there. What's up? What's up? What's up? Control your subconscious in 2025. How to control your subconscious in 2025. How to control your subconscious in 2025. Try to think about that. Let's go download. Download. Title 1. Details. Upload. Untitled 1. Open. Save. Try to think about that. So that's done. It's time I forgot on this. A couple more minutes. Let's go back to projects that I have, that I am working on. Let's go here, whatever found. I didn't write a title. Sometimes with this class, I usually try to come up with like somewhat of a funny title, because it gets more people to reply to my discussion. But I'm not gonna do that right now. Digital wellness and history. I approve. Let me take away the period though. No, because I need it. Who's that? Go here. Module 3. This. And I got a bunch of replies already to this, which I like. Everybody's gonna do the same thing though. Everyone's gonna agree for the most part to the prompt. Make sure in case. Especially agree with your point. That said, I would suggest explaining the civil liberties concern that you believe mentioned. While you acknowledge that it remains valid over the oversight, a more detailed exploration of how. Who's this? Who's this? Hi, you argue rather persuasively along your examples include one of the points is fitting into this argumentation. Yeah, thank you for your post. I agree with the significant improvement. Everyone is just gonna agree. It's kind of the post is did the laws that came after 9/11 or because of a result of 9/11 did they make the US safer or better? Most people will agree that it did. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. Oh, now they want to have Victory Monday. to shift to a degree. You must shift these degrees, people. My AC, am I selling crack? Smoking killer. Some things have been very unfortunate recently. What am I to do? What am I to do? My AC on my selling crack, smoking killer. What it's looking like shifting to a degree where you are no longer dependent on seeing reality change, right? So change the frequency. Frequency represents the vibrational energy level you operate on. It is the external state you cultivate through emotions, thoughts, and beliefs. Details: to change your frequency, focus on emotional alignment. Practices like gratitude, visualization, meditation, and affirmation will help you raise your vibrational state. A high frequency often correlates with positive emotions like joy, love, joy, and peace. Love, joy, and peace. Your frequency directly influences your thought patterns. Operating at a higher vibration shifts your mindset from fear and scarcity to confidence and abundance. Right? Neuroplasty supports this idea. The brain can rewire itself when exposed to repetitive positive input. Journaling or reframing negative beliefs can reinforce constructive thought patterns. Repetition of high frequency thoughts will rewire the subconscious mind, which governs 90% of our daily actions and reactions. Techniques like visualization, scripting. Let's go over here actually, because this is a better thing, you see? You see me now better? Think about buying another camera. I think I want to buy another camera. I want a vlogging camera. I want to vlog. Like outside. That's going to force me to go outside. Do I want to go outside? I do want to go outside. Got some travel plans. Who got travel plans? That. Let's go ahead, copy this. Copy that. Put that there. Paste that. Backspace 1. And then type in which I think What y'all think? I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Can I ask what you please? These last couple of days have been very quiet. Quiet. If you know, you know. These last couple of days have been very quiet for me. But it's cool though. It's really, really cool. I like quiet. I like quiet. Helps me to meditate more effectively. Helps me to get my thoughts together without any outside noise, outside vibrations. It lets me vibrate on the level of that I need to vibrate on without any outside distractions. The more outside distractions you have, the more outside input you have onto what you are currently doing, it would cloud your judgment, but not only cloud your judgment, but it would hinder you from being where you need to be, because then you try to fit into a mold that you don't necessarily fit into, and that's not what we need. We need to fit and go places that align with where we want to be. If you in places that are out of alignment with where you want to be, you will never get to where you want to be. Your destiny or your destination, you'll never reach your destination if you're in a place that doesn't align with the destination. So if you want to be a pilot, but you're in a club every night, you'll never become a pilot. You got to change the mindset. You got to change the actions and the subconscious to be more on the frequency of what a pilot aligns with. But more of what a pilot aligns with. What is this? Why is this thing not? I don't understand. You have to shift your thought process from thinking about life in a negative aspect, in terms of everything is against you, and believing and understand that everything is actually on your side. The universe wants you to succeed. The universe wants you to achieve, because the better you achieve, the more you achieve, the more the universe can benefit from it, right? So the universe is selfish in the aspect of wanting more people to be doing good, because it can only benefit from it, right? So the universe is not against you. The universe is no respecters of person. The universe is only, it holds everybody accountable equally. It holds everybody accountable equally. So the universe is not gonna, if you and a murderer both jump off a cliff at the same time, you both are gonna have the same outcome. You both will have the same outcome. You both will be injured, right? You both will be damaged, because the universe is no respecters of person. God is no respecters of person. He doesn't care about what you've done. He cares about what you've done, but he doesn't care about what you've done, right? So there's no, people like to say, how come bad people, good things happen to bad people? That's a very negative outlook. Good things happen to people that apply themselves. You create your own karma. You create your own destiny, right? Those perceived bad people may be vibrating on a higher frequency than what the perceived good people are vibrating on. Just because you feel yourself as good doesn't mean that your vibration is aligning with the good outlook that you have for yourself, right? And just because you have a good outlook for yourself doesn't mean that the universe is going to align with that, right? Because the universe is only, the universe wants to be good, right? God wants to be good, and he wants more people to be doing good. He wants more people to be achieving, because he only benefits from that. If everybody in the world, in the universe, was doing good and being good, the universe will benefit from that. There will be no conflict. There will be no wars, so to speak, right? And I mean that internally and externally. A lot of people are at war with themselves and don't even realize that they are at war with their thoughts and don't even realize it. That's why they have, they may be having a positive outlook for certain situations, but their overall outlook or their overall thought process is negative. Their subconscious is controlling their actions, right? Because you can have positive thoughts, but remember, we are only cognizant of 5% of our total thoughts for the day. We are only cognizant of 5% of our total thoughts for the day. So if you're having 5% good thoughts all day, you got to think about what your subconscious is doing and how your subconscious are leading to actions that don't align with your desired reality. Your old frequency needs to be extinguished. It needs to be destroyed, and you need to destroy your old frequency like with a vengeance, like strong. It needs to be very definite and very intentional. When you are intentional, things tend to fall where they need to fall. But your intention needs to be very definite, right? You need to break it down to the very minute level. You can't just say, I want to be rich. You need to break down to the dollar, to the cent amount of what you want to be. And then you need to reverse engineer it and work towards that, right? Figure out not only, okay, I want to be rich, but how am I going to be rich? How am I going to achieve the things that I want to achieve? I want to be married. How do I achieve marriage? How do I achieve the relationship that I want? How is my actions right now getting me closer to my desired outcome, my desired reality, right? Your desired reality, if you want to be married or you want to be in a relationship or whatever the case may be, you want a new job, but you're not necessarily looking for a new job. You're not necessarily treating yourself the way you would want your spouse to treat you, right? You have to first be happy with yourself, and then someone else can add to that happiness. They can't take away from it. You can never allow someone to take away from your happiness, regardless of who they are or what title they have in your life. Yeah, what title they have in your life. No matter what, you have to understand that you come first. Your happiness comes first, because if you operate out of, I guess, being sad, you'll never be able to achieve what it is that you want, because you'll always have a negative outlook and a negative output. A negative outlook only creates a negative output. So if you have a negative outlook, you'll have a negative output. And the output is what? The actions. The actions are the output. The frequency, the thoughts, the subconscious thoughts are all input. They're all input into the system that creates the output. The output is the actions. You got it? The output is the actions. And if you want a positive output, you need to have positive input. Right? I know there's a such thing as duality, but that doesn't really hit the way it should when it comes to, in order to get what you put in, right? get what you put in. You can't change. You can't change a, what is it called? As he thinketh, as his heart should be. As he thinketh, as his heart should be. Right? As he thinketh, as his heart should be. Techniques like visualization, scripting, writing about your life as if desires are already real, using positive affirmations to reprogram your subconscious. Your affirmations aren't for your conscious, it's for your subconscious, for the things that you can't necessarily control quickly, right? Your subconscious is more powerful than the conscious, right? Your subconscious dictates your habits, which are automatically responses to stimuli. Changing subconscious patterns naturally shifts your actions, right? Your actions come from your subconscious. What you put in is what you get out. Once beliefs about your worthiness and possibility align, inspired actions follow. These actions are more intrusive and aligned with long-term goals. Right? Actions rooted in high vibrational state create positive feedback loop, altering circumstances and external realization over time. So over time, it's not going to be immediate. Your vibration, you have to vibrate at a higher state for a long time before you create the positive feedback loop, which alters your subconscious, which alters your substandard, your circumstances, which then creates the external reality. What you put in is what you get out. You can't put in negative thoughts all day and get positive out of it, right? And you can have the positive actions, but if the positive actions come from negative thoughts, it will never align with your desired reality. You'll never be set up for success with that outlook, right? You can have negative thoughts. Well, you can have a positive outlook, positive frequency, positive vibration, positive intuition, right? With negative actions, and the universe will still output the positive reality or the desired reality, because you'll ultimately think yourself into the space that you want to be in. If you're not vibrating in the level, vibration is the rate of emotion. Energy is emotion in motion, right? So when you control your emotion, you control your emotions towards certain things that are happening to you. The 90% is how you react to the 10% of things, right? So life is only 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. And if you can react to it in a positive manner, always and forever, then you'll get positive out of it, right? You get into a car accident, instead of spazzing out and being mad, you take a second, you breathe, you understand that this is just a test. This is just a part of life, right? You're still alive. You still have your functions, right? You still have another day. The car can get fixed. It's a material thing. You can't fix your mind. Well, you can fix your mind, but that's more important than fixing the material things. It's more important than having money. This is why you see sometimes homeless people, they may have a more positive outlook in life than people that are rich and living in luxury, because their mindset, you know what I mean? When you create the desired reality inwardly, right, from the core, everything that's on the outside is just perceived, right? It's just a projection of what it is that you created your reality to be, right? So being homeless doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you moved in life wrong. It's just that you've created a space to where you are no longer affected by, or no longer you no longer need to see reality change, right? That's manifesting. But in the aspect of life, and let's go with, again, being homeless. Let's go with being homeless. It's okay as long as you create the reality and you see the good in it and not focus on the bad. As long as you see the good in it and not focus on the bad, then eventually the good will multiply. It can only multiply. What you put into anything can only multiply. So if you're looking at the bad in something, if you're looking at the negative aspect of something, if you look at the negative aspect of something, you would, of course, get the negative out of it. Because your focus is focus. It is what it is. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if we are both given this bottle of water and I just drink it because it's just water to me, but you give this water to a homeless person that hasn't had water in 3 days and they're on the brink of death, you give them this water, they're going to cherish it and love it, right? They're going to probably drink it just as fast as I do, but the beauty of the water is in the eye of the beholder, the person that's holding the beauty, right? So if you don't see the universe as beautiful, you won't appreciate it, and then you won't get anything out of it, which is unfortunate. Let's talk about the Ram season. I believe that we had a beautiful season. Some people may say that we had a horrible season. I haven't seen that yet, because we defied a lot of odds in terms of what people thought our season was going to be. We made it to the playoffs. We won a playoff game, right? Did we go as far as we wanted to? No, but 31 teams aren't going to go as far as they want to be. 31 teams are not going to go as far as they want. It's only one team can win, right? And being in the top 8, I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. But yeah, I may get off of this in a little bit. Get back to this studying and stuff that I gotta do. Get back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. I'm in a space right now where everything that happens to me, I look at the positive from it. And it may not be my initial reaction, but eventually the positive aspects are brought to the forefront. And life is never as bad as you want it to be. It's easy for people to focus on the negative, because positive takes more energy. It takes more energy to focus on the positive, and I can attest to that. So initially, I may have a bad reaction to something that is perceived happened to me, but at the end of the day, I look at the challenge from it, right? I look at what I can learn from every aspect of everything that happens to me, from every single thing. If I burned my freaking bagel this morning, right, I look at the fact that, okay, maybe I just wasn't supposed to eat the bagel. You know what I mean? Maybe, instead of saying, damn, I just wasted this bagel, now I'm hungry. No, I just wasn't supposed to eat the bagel. Maybe I need a better outlook. Maybe I should just make a waffle. You know what I mean? It's the little things, right? The little minute things, the little annoyances in life that you need to react to in a different way. It's not the bigger picture. It's the little details. When you're looking at a picture and you stare at it for long enough, right? I love art. So when I stare at art for a long time, I can find a flaw or a perceived flaw. There's no flaws because the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The person that painted it, if they release that art, they understand that this is what it is. It is meant to be seen for the world, right? And everyone is going to see it differently. There are 8 billion people in the world, 8 billion different realities. So within that aspect, if I may see a small flaw in a painting that the artist perceives as perfect, who's correct? We are both correct. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both correct. If you say you can do something, you will. If you say you can't do something, you won't. Simple as that. If I see something that's flawed, that's my opinion. That's my outlook on it. I need to change my outlook on it to see no flaws in the universe. Once you see no flaws in the universe and you see the universe as just being a thing, right? Something that is being experienced, then the universe can only benefit you, right? If you are in life looking for flaws, you'll always see flaws, and then flaws will become a natural thing for you, right? You can see beauty, and you don't know what the artist was thinking when they were painting that painting, or whatever the case may be, taking a photograph, and you may see one little hair out of line with the Mona Lisa, right? One little strand of hair may be out of line if you look at the painting long enough, or the corner may have a little splash of black that's out of place, right? And you focus on it and you can harp on it, right? Instead of seeing all of the good, right? And then you need to focus 100%, 90% on the things that you like and 10% on the things that you don't like. That's how relationships, and that's my outlook on like relationships, right? Like no one's perfect. No painting is going to be perfect to everybody, right? But you, of course, you have your red flags, you have your things that you don't align with, things that you don't want to deal with, right? And you need to stick to those. Like, be very strict with your life and what you allow in your life. But at the same time, focus only on focus majority of your energy on the positive of a situation, or positive of a person, the positive of a challenge, and 10% on the things that you don't like, the things that you would like to change. And then eventually those things will no longer be a hindrance, or they will no longer stop you from enjoying what it is that is meant to be enjoyed, right? If you go to Six Flags and there are 100 rides, let's just say there's 100 rides at Six Flags, and you're too short to ride 50% of those rides, you need to take those out of your preview and focus on the 50% of the rides that you can ride, instead of harping on the fact that this is something you can't do. You have to not figure out, but you have to understand that when the time comes, you will be able to get on those rides, right? You will grow. And even if you never get to a space of where you can't do that, you can't get on those rides, you're still focus on the negative instead of focus on what the positives are, right? So focus on the positive, focus on the things you can do, not the things that are perceived as things that you can't do, the perceived positive versus the perceived negatives. And it's just like that. Seriously though, seriously. Those perceived negatives are what's killing the universe, is what's killing it. Everybody is focused on the negatives, the things that they can't do, the things that they failed at, the things they can't achieve, right? Perceive, right? But instead of focusing on the things that they can do, you're so concerned about not being able to, whatever the case may be, I don't know. Whatever it is that you focus on that you shouldn't be. And you know you shouldn't be. But yet you still do it. Why? Why? Why are you still focused on the things that you shouldn't be focused on? I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. I wake up every day and I'm surrounded, not necessarily surrounded, but I can encounter and I can focus on the things that are negative, right? But the fact that I'm awake is already a positive. That positive supersedes anything else that happens for me today. It literally supersedes anything that happens. The fact that I woke up is better than any other aspect, anything that can possibly happen to me. You know what I should do a reaction video to my first video. Wouldn't that be crazy? Let's do that. How do I pause this other? Let's do a reaction video to my first video. Let's watch it. Let's see what it's about. Bro, this is horrible. The video quality is trash.
One excellent experiment is to let go of fear itself.
The audio is
when
trash.
I accepted being afraid of fear, I noticed it was just a feeling. In fact, fear is far more tolerable than depression. And surprisingly, to a person who has been in bad depression, the re-emergence of fear is welcome. Is it better to feel scared than hopeless? In my depression, I've become uncomfortably comfortable with being alone. 96% of my free time is spent alone, and controlling my thoughts has become a task I no longer care to maintain. At this point in time, I have no dreams or aspirations. I say at this point because nothing is entirely impossible, yet there's nothing more pitiful.
Bro, my first video on YouTube is horrible. Horrible. Audio trash, visual trash. The concept is immaculate, but the execution is disgusting. Like, horribly bad.
I sometimes look at old calendars and wonder how
I think I'm gonna redo it. I think I'm gonna redo my first video.
I tried becoming the main character only to think, who the fuck will watch this shit? Like, why should I continuously try to make myself interesting? To understand how fear is self-reinforcing, we have to stop and look at one of the laws of consciousness. What one holds in mind tends to manifest.
The concept is crazy.
Continuously hold in mind and continuously
it's the execution that is trash.
According to the very form in which our minds have held it. I'm now manifesting creativity and boldness. What are you afraid of?
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. My first video was fire. My first video was fire. Like, out the gate. Yeah, man, listen. It was dope.
If you come.
Stop it. Stop it, sir. Stop it, sir. Now, my first video, I ain't gonna hold you. My first video was kind of fire, though. I want to redo it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna redo that, John, bruh. I think I'm gonna definitely redo that, John. Yeah, I'm about to get off this live. I got some things I need to do. It's 3:05. It's 3:05, so yeah, I'm gonna get off of this. I'm gonna holla at y'all. I appreciate y'all for being around.